Hello, the internet. I'm recording this on the 3rd of July, so my neighbors have decided that it's time to set off fireworks. I'm going to try to edit those out, but if I don't catch any, well, somebody's having a good time. Anyways, I am here doing the 100 Days of Comics challenge. Basically, what that means is that for the next 100 days, I will be spending at least a half an hour a day working on my comic. You can see a video from, I guess, the creator of the challenge here. And I guess there's a Facebook group. I'm not on Facebook, so that doesn't do me any good. Relevant links are in the description if you want to check those out. As far as actually doing the art daily, there isn't any change from what I'm currently doing. The key difference is that in order to keep myself honest, you know how it goes, I will be recording what I do and posting it here on YouTube. From here on out, there will be two versions of these videos. The commentary-free version that I'll post here, and the commentary version that I will post on my Patreon. Link up here and also in the description. But in order to give you a taste of what you will be paying for, I am going to do this first episode with commentary. I ran a vote on my Twitter, link in the description, to see if anyone would be interested in me doing a coloring tutorial. An overwhelming majority of one person said that they would be interested, so that's what I'll do. Here's to you, that one person. I should preface this with, this is just how I do things, and what works for me on this project might not work for you. I know it won't work for me on every project I do in the future, it's just what I'm doing now. Also, I'm using Photoshop CS2, because it's free and I'm poor. Another free program that you might consider using is Paint.net, or GIMP? G-I-M-P? I don't know if you pronounce that or if you spell that. Probably should have looked that up. Anyways, I don't know if the exact tools that I'm using are available in those programs, but if those are what you use, fiddle around until you find something that works. Okay, preface over, let's do this. So the first thing you'll notice is that my line art is red instead of black. This is a trick I learned from a different tutorial I saw a few years ago, and I haven't been able to find it since. I desperately want to credit this person, but I cannot find their tutorial. I am so sorry. What I'm going to do is lower the opacity on this line art layer to around 75%, and then set this bitch to multiply. As you can see from the bits of this that are already colored, this blends the line art with the colors so that it doesn't look, I don't want to say sharp, but so the first thing that I want to do now is create a new layer and throw it on my flat color. I've got my colors over here. You'll notice that I have these 3 columns for every color. That's because in this scene I have 2 different colored light sources. I don't know why I did this to myself. One light source is hard enough for me. But here we are. So on the left we have our base color. You'll notice that it goes from base color to darker to lighter. Then I've mixed these colors with dark blue and orange, like so, in order to get the other columns. This doesn't always work out well for me. Here's an earlier coloring attempt where I made it look bad and ugly, so I fixed it. I'm just going to grab my blue variant and color this bit in here. Now I'll swap over to the orange and change my brush settings like so. Now I'll map out where the firelight will catch her, like this, and make the orange areas darker in areas where I want this to be more pronounced. Now that that's done, I'll make a new layer and grab my darker variants. It's time to lay down some shading. Because of the way my brush is set, it'll lay down a light layer each time, allowing me to shade closer to how I would with paper and pencil. Now that that's done, I'll make another layer and repeat the process for deeper shadows. and again for highlights. And now it's time to blend the layers. Usually I set them like so: darken 55, darken 45, lighten 15. But I will futz around with these numbers until I like the way that they look. If I'm doing something that I want extra sort of shine on, like metal or hair, I'll add an extra lightening layer and set that as linear dodge at around 25. Once I've repeated this process for every instance of the thing I'm coloring on a page, I'll merge the layers and move on to the next thing. Like I said before, this is just what I'm doing and it might not be your thing. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments if there are any other tutorials you would be interested in.